And we welcome you to the Northwoods Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota, as we get ready for Kare 11's hockey night in Minnesota. Tonight, it's a girls hockey matchup between the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks and the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. Alongside Pete Wagner, I'm Matt Harrington. Pete, we've got a good one on our hands here between a couple of Lake Superior Conference teams, and for the host Lumberjacks, off to an 0-5 start under first-year head coach Kennedy Hope, but they are really knocking at the door for their first win here.
That's correct, Matt. You know, the one thing about the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks is you throw the record out because they're always there in the mix, especially when it comes to Class A hockey. They've had a tough overtime loss. They've had some very close games along the way, and the process for Kennedy Hope's team will continue to evolve and develop. And lo and behold, when it comes section playoffs, there are the Jacks. They're in there once again. So I'm expecting a real big push tonight, another quality contest against this Grand Rapids Greenway club.
That Grand Rapids Greenway club you just mentioned, 2-3 on the year to start off, but they do have one of the state's most talented players, and she's only a sophomore. If you haven't heard the name Mercury Bischoff yet, you're going to want to keep an eye on her, number 12 tonight for the Lightning. And boy, she's special. 15 points already in her first 5 games.
15 points in her first 5 games, and she's absolutely electric. And one of the big reasons we wanted to put this game on, we want to make sure we're showcasing some of the finest teams and players in high school hockey. We have the wherewithal and the ability to do that, so why not? Let's take a look, Matt. Should we take a look at some of the matchup stats here for this contest?
Well, let's absolutely do that. And pull that up for you on your screen.
You know, the one thing about these two teams is, you know, it's early, but now you've got a little bit of sample size. They've you know, each played a fifth of their regular season schedule. And, you know, goals for obviously have been a bit of an issue for the Lumberjacks with just one. But, you know, they've been pretty plentiful for Grand Rapids Greenway along the way. The power play has yet to click, and that's going to go coincide hand in hand with the 1 goal scored for the Lumberjacks. Penalty kills, I'm sure they both would want to see a little bit more of a crisp number in that capacity. And obviously, you know, we're early on as the teams now take the ice.
Well, those are the matchup stats for it is loud here inside the Northwoods Credit Union Arena, and now, as I'm sure some of our followers have been seeing, calling this game remotely tonight from the Twin Cities due to the snowstorm that we had here today. But still, I think we've got a pretty good setup here. And
we're letting technology speak for itself. We're really looking forward to being there, and we will be back up for sure, no question. Should we take a look at your starting lineups?
We should indeed. Let's start with the visitors from Grand Rapids Greenway. So we'll take a look at their starters here. It'll be Mercury Bishop, the sophomore who we talked about, 74 points last year. Freshman will be starting on the left wing for the Lightning. Callie Reed will be up the middle, and Molly Pierce on the right. Jazzy Bischoff, the senior defenseman, on the left defense for the Lightning, along with Allie LeClaire. And it'll be the junior Riley Tovanen who will be in goal. She's 2-0 in the games that she's played for the Lightning. This will be the second line here for the Lightning now as we take a look. Taylon Poplin will be on the left, Kylie DeBay up the middle, and Mira Ryla on the right. Callie Madsen on left defense, and Maisie Bader on right defense for the Lightning. And now the third line for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning, as we'll take a look here, will be Abby Skelly on the left wing, Riley Sherlock up the middle, Emma Moran on the right, and then the defense pair of Morgan Carcerud, number 2, the sophomore defenseman, and Nina Hofstad for the right defenseman. Now we'll go to the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton, the starters for the Lumberjacks. Gwen Lilly on the left wing, Allie Jones up the middle, and Reese Kuklinski on the right for the Lumberjacks. And then all seniors on the back end for this starting lineup, Frankie Halverson at left defense, Emily Litchke on right defense, and Araya Kaminsky will be in goal for the Lumberjacks. As we go to the second line now for the Lumberjacks, Rayleigh Marrier will be on the left, Taylor Wick up the middle, and Gabby Rehnquist, the senior. 2 seniors and an 8th grader on that forward line for the Lumberjacks. Emma Welch will be on left defense, and her fellow Emma teammate Emma Parks on right defense. And finally, we take a look at the third line for the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks. Erin Loeb will be on the left, Macy Hoffman up the middle, Sarah Blade will be on the right, and then Megan Borhan, the 7th grader, youngest player on this team. and Josie Lindstrom will be her defense partner. So there's your starting lineups, or I guess your entire lineup. Some pretty good talent out there on the ice, Pete.
Really good talent out there on the ice. You know, one of the great things about today is, and with our extension of cameras across the way, of course, this is the Kare 11 Hockey Night Minnesota Game of the Week. And we have also tons of games on the MNHockeyTV each and every night. But the thing about it, Matt, is that almost all of the metro area games were canceled for 8 to 9 inches worth of snow. I mean, it's just snowmageddon. We have to shut down. Let's now pause for your national anthem.
We welcome you back here. As
we put on the Chipmunk Show for you.
We don't want to have that.
You know, everybody in. I think that was all about.
Absolutely.
Google Chrome had some form of an update, and along with that, no matter what streamed, it would speed up every 30 seconds, get clicky and weird. I'm the one that screwed that up. It should have been in a different type of browser, so my bad. I'm taking full responsibility. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, we're all good, Pete. Appreciate it. We still made it before puck drop as the Lumberjacks have control here in the defensive end, trying to break things out. Lumberjacks in their home white uniforms, and the Lightning, of course, in their road black with the orange trim. As the Lumberjacks have it here, trying to cycle things in the defensive end. As that one's played over by Halverson, Frankie Halverson, the senior, one of 2 players that has played 75 career games here for the Lumberjacks, entering tonight, along with one of her teammates, that of course being Emily Litchke. Slowed down at the line, good play by Kuklinski there as it's dumped into the offensive end. This one will be played behind the Grand Rapids net. Lightning trying to break things out along the boards here as it's taken once again by the Lightning, pushed up to the line, good keep there by Kuklinski. And now the Lightning will take a hold once again. Moved out through center. Up the left wing side they come. Good slow down again, and Reese Kuklinski, the sophomore, has made all sorts of defensive plays early, but we're going to have our first penalty of this game, and it will go to Grand Rapids Greenway. Looks like a body check here for the Lightning, and that will result in our first power play of the game. This will go to the Lumberjacks of Cloquet-Esko-Carlton. So they will get their first shot here. The power play has struggled this year for the Lumberjacks, 0 for 8 on the year. So certainly would like to bump that up a notch. As Jones wins the faceoff back here for the Lumberjacks, trying to play it on the right wing side as it will move out of the zone and into neutral ice. Here come the Lumberjacks again. Nice move toward the front. Save, scores! And the rebound. Not even sure if it got through, but it's a power play goal. And the Lumberjacks strike on the power play. It's 1-0 early.
There are the Lumberjacks. You talked about the 0 for power play. They erase that right there. They get it done, and they get the 1-0 lead. That's a really nice remedy for them. They took advantage early, and there they are with the 1-0 lead.
Well, absolutely needed to take advantage of that early power play. And they do just that on their first shot of the game, as it goes into the back of the net for the early 1-0 lead. As we are back underway here at even strength. Here come the Lightning now the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. There's the wrist shot in on goal. And a good save made there by Kaminsky. Now the Lumberjacks the other way. Shoved down deep into the offensive zone. Battled behind the net. Aaron Loeb, the junior forward out there, along with Sarah Blay, third line that we talked about for the Lumberjacks out there right now. Good defense pass there from Emma Parks. She'll move this one back into the offensive zone before it's broken out by the Lightning, as they get a fresh body out on the ice. There's a quick snapper. That one's blocked. Looked like Kylie DeBay on the shot attempt. Trying to go back for DeBay, but Rehnquist was able to get a stick on that one and move it out to center ice. Lightning trying to break across the line here as it's gathered in once more. Just one shot apiece in the early going for these teams. Here's a chance once again for the Lightning. Rister scores! Looked like it was Mercury Bischoff that put it home. And just like that, we've got a 1-1 game here in Cloquet.
Well, Bischoff once again proving her worth there as she finds her way with a big game-tying goal there for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. We're brand new here at 1.
Indeed we are. 2-1 are the shots on goal, and we've already had 2 of those 3 shots going to the back of the net here for goals, as LeClaire will try and keep the offensive pressure rolling here for the Lightning. Down low behind the net, quick feed in front. Good save by Kaminsky, who was able to kick the pad out there for the stop. Now battle for it in the corner, comes up the wall for Rehnquist, who will excavate that puck from the zone and move it up. Rehnquist will dump that one in, delayed offside, so the Lumberjacks will tag up here, as they finally do. Lightning take control. Moving down the wing here is Bischoff. Nice move to the front, trying to find a teammate there. That one didn't quite work out the way she wanted to, as it's handled along the left wing boards. Puck just barely kept in, thrown to the front. It trickles toward the goal. Kaminsky able to make the save. Now pushed out of the zone. This goes off a stick, so we will not have icing. And it will be played here along the left wing boards. Back in behind the net now. Working in the offensive end is Kuklinski. Reese Kuklinski, the sophomore, has a goal and an assist on the year so far for the Lumberjacks. Again, we talked about how they have struggled to score this year, just the 1 goal per game on the season. And certainly they're hoping to turn that around. They've already matched that total though here early in the first period. We'll have an icing here against the Lightning back down to their end. Goaltending tonight for Grand Rapids Greenway, it's the junior Riley Toivonen, and 2-0 record with a 2.00 goals against average and a .902 save percentage. So they've won every game that she has played so far. Now granted, just 2 games, but a good sign for this Grand Rapids Greenway team, trying to get to the 500 mark if they can win here tonight on the road in Cloquet. This one played in front of the Lightning bench, and now banked off the boards. Good play by the Lumberjacks to push it back in the offensive zone, albeit just briefly, as it's corralled and handled in here by the Lightning. Shoved up the boards, trying to go after it here is Blay. At her pocket picked as it comes behind the net now. Lightning taking control. Dropped off at the point. Good pressure there defensively from Loeb for the Lumberjacks. Now a tie up in the corner. That one comes behind the net. Working to get there quickly is the defenseman Halverson. Behind the net now. Good speed here as it's bumped back up. Karsrud able to keep it in. Wristed in on goal and gloved there by Kaminsky. She will hold for the whistle after the shot from Kylie DeBay. DeBay, just a freshman, but already has 3 goals on the year for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. Offensive zone draw. One back by Reed. Reed, number 6 for Grand Rapids Greenway, been a strong player for the Lightning as she has had 12 points already, 11 of them assists, and certainly someone you're going to want to keep an eye on tonight for the visiting Lightning. There, the stick got tangled up. We're going to have another penalty against the Lightning, and it's going to be a tripping call here, so we'll get our second power play of the game, but this time it's going to be the first of the game for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. We'll head to the power play on the tripping call. Top forward line out now. We'll see what they can do. This one will go over to the left wing boards and handled back up at the point. LeClaire will send it and get her return feed. LeClaire through traffic, puck's loose. Kaminsky struggling to find it. It's loose in the blue paint. Nobody able to put it home though, as it's taken in the corner. Great pressure there from the Lightning, but nothing doing. Back up to the point now. LeClaire finds the stick and back down low. Reed taking the pressure behind the net as it comes up to the left side. Handled there along the walls. It's moved to the high slot. Bischoff loading, loose in front. Kaminsky still scrambling, and this time she's got a hold of it for the stoppage. Great opportunities there from Grand Rapids Greenway here on the power play. Just a little bit under halfway through this first period. Lightning still on the power play here, trying to get their second goal of the game. Taken down low now. Good feed. Dancing behind the net. Chance at the high slot area as that one's denied. Jazzy Bischoff with the shot on goal for the Lightning. 3 assists already for her on the young season. Fresh power play unit will come out here as the Lumberjacks remain shorthanded. Back up to the point. Molly Pierce playing defense on this power play for the Lightning. Down below the goal line it comes. Handed off, backdoor feed. Pierce trying to put it home. And that one's cleared by the Lumberjacks. Much needed to get that puck down the ice, as they'll have time to reset. 29 seconds to go on the power play and 9:20 to go in the period. 7-1 the shots in favor of the Lightning. right now as they have dominated over the last handful of minutes. Top of the circle now. Left off at the point. Leclerc will swing it to the left wing. Wrister there. Kaminsky got a piece of it. Taken back behind the net now. Up top, and that one's fumbled by Madsen. She'll have to come out and regroup as she's pressured immediately by the Lumberjacks. They're back to full strength. Now up the boards. 1-1 the score here, about halfway through the first period. Hockey night in Minnesota on Kare 11 Plus. Glad you could join us wherever you may be watching. Battle for it behind the net now. Up to the boards. Cloquet trying to clear. This one comes up in the air, and it was dropped. That'll be rushed out the other way. Flipped in there. Good save by Toivonen, just her second of the game. Lumberjacks regrouping here in the defensive end as Blay will take it up the wall. Welch had that one come off the stick. Halverson over there to retrieve it as well. Good feed out front. Wrister just over the top, over the glove of Kaminsky. Reed pumps that one back down low. Good play here by Bischoff. Talked about her in the pregame. Tipped just wide. So we'll come to the right point. Trying to keep it in there is Bader, and does. Back down low. Bischoff setting up shop in front of the net. Comes back to the point now for Bader. That one comes over for Mercury Bischoff. The feed in front, whiffed on there. Looks like actually got a stick on that one was Cloquet as they come out the other way. Good move to the front, but unable to pull the trigger that time was Loeb, as the Lightning will force possession the other way. Good pace to this game here early in the first. That one went off the back of the net as it will come out of the zone. Lightning have to regroup here. Haven't had a whistle for a handful of minutes here, Pete.
Yeah, it's been a well-paced, well-played game. I've been impressed with the defensive zone coverage of the Lumberjacks, as well as the back pressure through the neutral zone.
Lumberjacks with possession here. This one goes off a skate. Gabby Rehnquist has that one against the wall, trying to dig it free. The Lightning escape with it. Here they come. Chance into the offensive zone. Pushed back down low by Ryla. Also in there, Leclerc. Trying to get it was Halverson. Comes over to the far boards where it's collected by Pomplin. Lightning spent a lot of time here in the offensive zone. Wrister there, and a good save by Kaminsky to get the whistle.
You're correct, and that was a good movement too away from the puck for the Lightning as they opened up there with a good chance late, but once again, nice stop there with the butterfly to keep it a 1-1 hockey game.
Well, Kaminsky 0-5 on the year, but the numbers have been pretty good. 2.51 goals against average and a .912 save percentage.
The save percentage doesn't lie, and that's a really nice number.
There's a chance in the corner. Top line out there right now for the Lumberjacks as Gwen Lilly tries to fight for it here in the left corner. Good stick to get on at that time was Jones. And now the Lightning, nice movement through center as they come forward once again. Dumped into the zone by Emma Seeley. Taken behind the goal line now. Emma Welch on it for the Lumberjacks, and she'll shove that up the boards for Lilly. Lilly able to get it out. Lightning retake possession. There's a turnover right at the blue line by Kuklinski as it's dumped in and taken by the Lightning. Leclerc back to retrieve it. Really another turnover. Lightning survive as it's flipped up near the Cloquet bench. That pass missed the mark. Over to the far boards we go as it collides, and after it now is Halverson.
Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first period, Matt.
Been a good one so far. We've settled in a little bit more after a couple goals in the first few minutes of this one. That one off a stick. and taken up along the boards. Pinching in to make a play as Bader keeps that in front. Good chance right at the back door as Kaminsky had to be ready over on the blocker side.
Kaminsky had a nice busy stick there. Poke check that one out of trouble.
Backhanded in the corner. Reed working there as she pins a player up along the boards. Escaping is Bischoff. Trying to go with the toe drag. That didn't work. As it bounces chaotically in front, and Kaminsky gets some help from her defenders. Back behind the net now. Lightning still trying to strike twice here in the first period.
I was waiting for that one. You can check that one off.
I can. Comes back out to the neutral zone now. 9-2 the shots. Just the one other shot on goal for the Lumberjacks after their lone shot on goal in the power play, which of course is the only goal they've scored in this first period. Litchke back defensively now. Tipped off a stick. Kuklinski. And she'll come free with it. Nice move into the offensive end. Waiting at the front of the net is Lily as she gets taken down in front. Lumberjacks barking for a call. Not going to get one though, it looks like. As it goes back into the corner. Parks trying to make a play on it as the Lightning will again take possession up the left wing boards. As time continues to tick down here in this first period. 1-1 game. First it was the Lumberjacks on the power play. Not too long after an even strength goal for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. Mercury Bischoff with her 8th goal of the year already here in game number 6 on the young season. Poked at there. Lumberjacks get it free. Good outlet pass from Lily as she finds a teammate up ahead. Kuklinski fires that one just wide. Toivonen was ready but didn't have to extend the pad there. Wick can't poke check that one free. And out of the zone it will go. Tracking back defensively, Welch fires that one up the boards. And here comes Grand Rapids Greenway, or I'm sorry, Cloquet-Esko-Carlton into the zone. Braylee Marrier, just an 8th grader here for the Lumberjacks. Both these teams, not a ton of seniors, and certainly going to be a learning process throughout the season.
Plenty of room for growth.
Absolutely.
And you know, these teams, we brought it up on our Chipmunk-based pregame show. That was a little holiday special. No, but I mean, they basically get better as the year goes on, you know. There's a good chance the other way.
Good chance indeed, but shut down defensively there by Emily Litchke. Again, Litchke, one of the senior defenders. Here's a shot from the point that hits the body of Litchke. And cleared to the wall, but not out. Good keep by the Lightning as they push it down low into the corner. Grand Rapids Greenway has had most of the possession in this period. Bischoff there, able to keep that one in as it goes down low. Pierce finds a stick. Good save from Kaminsky. Great positioning there along the post. Final minute of play here in period number 1. See if anyone can break this 1-1 tie here before we go to our first intermission.
Well, the goaltending of Kaminsky has been absolutely on point here tonight. And you mentioned she'd played all 5 games for the Lumberjacks so far this year, and you can see why. She's an absolute force back in that crease area and is giving her team lots of room to breathe as you can make some mistakes in that defensive zone.
Absolutely.
And she's going to be there to bail you out.
She's got a couple of really good senior defenders back there as well to work with. Kuklinski now in the offensive zone. Knocked off the puck on the tie-up behind the net. Will come free. Emma Parks pinching in. We've seen her do that a handful of times already in this first period. Able to kick it out with the skate. Parks not able to get to that loose puck as it's forced out and deflected back into the Lightning zone. Kuklinski. Nice feed in front. Bischoff scores! You can't leave Mercury Bischoff all alone as she'll make you pay. And the Lightning make it 2-1 here late in the first.
You really can't, can you? Because she can shoot the puck, and she knows what she wants to do with it. Nice finish there by Bischoff, her 2nd of the game.
Second of the game indeed. It's a big one to put the Lightning in front here for the first time this game. And we'll see if the Lumberjacks have any answer here before the end of this period, or if we'll be going into the first with a 2-1 lead for the visitors.
Bischoff are their 8th and 9th on the season, Matt.
Impressive numbers already. That'll do it for the first period. The Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning on the road here, up 2-1 thanks to a pair of goals from sophomore sensation Mercury Bischoff. And Pete, game plan, just go back to Bischoff, I would think, right?
You just jump on board. Just let her carry. You know, she's a very good hockey player. We knew that going in, but there's a nice supporting cast. I think the thing that's been impressive to me is how their transition game is working really well. They've been owning center ice. Credit the Lumberjacks with great back pressure. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Cloquet-Esko-Carlton scores first. They strike early. Their goal came at 1:37 from Emma Parks, her first of the season. Gwen Lilly picked up the assist, her second point on the season, first assist. And then it was Bischoff, her 8th unassisted. Bischoff, again, her 9th. We're waiting on the official scoring for the assists on that Bischoff goal.
Should be a good couple assists, I would think, on that one for sure. We're going to step aside here for our first intermission break. At the end of one, it's Grand Rapids Greenway 2 in Cloquet-Esko-Carlton 1. You're watching Hockey Night in Minnesota.
Your college experience begins with your dream. Your time at St. Cloud State will uniquely be your own, but your journey will be guided by our community. Be you. Be bold. Be a Husky.
They say good things come to those who wait. But greatness, that's a different beast. It doesn't come when it's called. It won't wander up to those who do nothing. You have to bait it with the sweat you leave on the ice. You gotta push through the pain, smile through every ache, and suffer every shift. You gotta chase it. All in the name of the game you love. Because greatness comes to those who take it.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Finding skate. Here comes Steves in on goal all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
Back here at the Northwoods Credit Union Arena in Cloquet, Minnesota. It's a 2-1 lead for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning over the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks. Matt Harrington here and Pete Wagner as well joining us. And Pete, a lot of goals that period, 3 of them. Let's go through them.
Leading it off at 1:37 of the first period was Cloquet-Esko-Carlton's Emma Parks, assisted by number 13, Gwen Lilly. That was an even strength tally, even though we were thinking it was on the power play. I don't know where that came from, but we'll go there. Just to correct the record, you know, because someone's going to say, you said it's a power play.
Yep.
Then Grand Rapids Greenway responded a little over a minute and 20 seconds later at 2:53. Mercury Bischoff with her first of 2 here so far tonight, even strength tally, unassisted. Then at 16:49, it was Bischoff again from Callie Reed and Maisie Bader. That makes the score 2-1 after 1. The shots on goal read for Grand Rapids Greenway 11, for Cloquet-Esko-Carlton 4. Power plays for Grand Rapids Greenway 0 for 1, and Cloquet-Esko-Carlton has yet to enjoy the power play yet here tonight. We'll have the start of the second period coming up for you shortly. We continue with our Hockey Night in Minnesota from Cloquet right here on the Kare 11 Game of the Week.
They say good things come to those who wait. But greatness, that's a different beast. It doesn't come when it's called. It won't wander up to those who do nothing. You have to bait it with the sweat you leave on the ice. You gotta push through the pain, smile through every ache, and suffer every shift. You gotta chase it. All in the name of the game you love. Because greatness comes to those who take it.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Oh, he can skate. Here comes Steves in on goal all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
We welcome you back to the Northwoods Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. We get ready for period number 2 between the Lumberjacks and the Lightning in our girls hockey night in Minnesota. Game of the week. And just a reminder that on Saturday, we've got our first boys hockey night in Minnesota. We're going to be heading to the St. Louis Park Rec Center as it's the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights and the Edina Hornets. The Red Knights were set to open their season tonight against the Zephyrs of Matamidi. But that game, of course, along with pretty much every other game in the Twin Cities, was wiped out tonight because of the snowstorm, Pete. And unfortunately for the Red Knights, they'll have to wait another day.
Yeah, they've had to wait a while.
Season.
A lot of teams got started with their Thanksgiving festivities with the games, a couple of back-to-backs over the weekend, and then we saw them with the red all over the place at Bagel Activity Center. But Edina and Benilde, Edina 0-3 to start the year.
Boy, when was the last time that
happened? In my
happened?
lifetime?
I don't know if that's ever happened.
I'm an alum. Never.
Wow. A historically slow start for them.
I don't know. Would you rather be 0-3 as a Notre Dame Fighting Irish or an Edina Hornet?
Ooh, that's tough.
That's a good one.
It is.
Or Alabama Crimson Tide. It's like right along that line.
Well, we'll see if they can turn it around. Plenty of season left, and
no doubt,
knowing Edina, they'll find a way to spoil some teams' hopes in section. Sticking with this one, though, 2-1 still in favor of Grand Rapids. Greenway delayed offside here against the Lightning. Mercury Bischoff with both goals, and Callie Reed picking up an assist as well. Maybe not talked about as much as Reed, who's got
Funny Karam.
Funny Karam almost resulted in that puck going in. But going back to Callie Reed, as we'll hold here for just a second. Good chance for the Lightning is poked away. Reed now has 12 assists already in 6 games for the Lightning. Very impressive numbers.
Well, you know, she's feeding Bischoff, obviously. I mean, those two are dynamic, and they both have their role and play very well together.
There's a quick wrister. Nice. Good save, Kaminsky. As it's mishandled at the line. Here come the Lumberjacks the other way. This is Rehnquist. Slaps that one. Good block going down there to make a play.
Options were absolutely taken away there. Great job.
This one comes to Wick as her pocket was picked. Trying to get back defensively. There is Welch. Welch in the corner. That one's taken by the Lightning in the offensive zone. Trying to go across the slot. Comes back to the point where it's taken away once again. Here's Loeb the other way. Wrister, and that one goes wide. Aaron Loeb can't connect.
She had an opportunity there, Matt, on the angle. She had the far side of the blocker, but couldn't quite find that opening. As the goaltender, Toivonen, had a little bit of a faded angle there.
Parks defensively now for the Lumberjacks. Back across the line. Wrister fanned on there by Sarah Blay. Sophomore defenseman, number 27 in white. Comes to the slot, unable to get a stick on it. There was Kuklinski.
You know, we use the term fan and partially fan. Can you partially fan it?
Good
Think
question.
About that one. Go to bed on that one.
Yeah, you got me thinking now.
I know.
Here's Blay trying to pick it up. Lightning push it into the zone. It's going to roll to Kaminsky, and she'll push it to the corner. Battle for it now. Along the boards behind the net. Good play by the Lumberjacks to get it up the wall. Blay sends it around for Halverson. Halverson connects there on the left wing side as it comes up the ice. Kuklinski into the offensive zone as it's played there now by the Lightning. Icing call here. You and I are laughing a little bit, Pete. We've got our remote broadcast here in our Meta Sports League studio. And sometimes the camera doesn't quite follow it all the way. Most of the time it's great.
You were guiding it along. And you kind of try to push the car. But you know what? For this technology, it's absolutely incredible.
It really is.
It's unbelievable that we're able to do what we do in 4K video. Very proud of our product.
This one back in the offensive zone here for the Lightning. Into the corner, Emma Parks. Up to the line, trying to keep it there was Bischoff, Jazzy Bischoff that is. And taken in the left corner. Good slow down here by the Lumberjacks, who have done better in their defensive end here this period. Still have spent probably more time than they would like to at this point, but we'll wait and see. Rehnquist after it here. Trying to make a move on it is Leclerc. Up the wall it comes now. Rehnquist slowing down that attack. And Wick gets knocked down trying to go after that puck. Far boards. Lumberjacks keep. Tipped in front. That one goes to the wall. Poked for Litchke. Over to the other side now. Welch shoves it down low looking for Marrier. Back on to the left side. Welch will have to scramble back defensively here for the Lumberjacks. She takes the puck, finding a teammate. 13-2 the shots on goal right now in favor of the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning, who lead this game 2-0. Pierce finds a stick. Here they come into the zone. That one to the front, kicked away by Kaminsky. Had all kinds of traffic there to deal with. And here come the Lumberjacks the other way. It was slowed there at the line. Loeb not able to get in. 3-on-1 now for the Lightning. Here they come. Rister saved Kaminsky. Rebound, scores! Oh, it just snuck through, and I believe it was Bischoff again who put that one home past Kaminsky for her third of the game.
What was she doing? She's going right to the net, and she absolutely does what she needs to do, has the angles, can smell when the opportunity is there, and absolutely finishes.
3-1.
Great stuff.
Now for the Lightning, who lead this one, and Mercury Bischoff once again getting on the score sheet for the third time this game to complete the hat trick. Impressive stuff from her.
That's 10 for her right now.
And we're only in game number 6 here. Could be a long season for teams facing her in the Lake Superior Conference this year, no doubt. Out of the zone now it comes. Jones, top line back out for the Lumberjacks, trying to captivate some life here after surrendering 3 straight goals. 2 in the first and 1 here in the second, and one of them being in the final minute of the first period. Delayed offside here. So we'll get some changes for both teams. Looking ahead for both of these teams, Grand Rapids Greenway will be off until Saturday, it looks like. They will play the Shakopee Sabres at the 1 o'clock. That'll be at the IRA Civic Center. And then they will travel to Rockridge next Tuesday, but then 3 in a row at home. Proctor, Hermantown, hitting Chisholm in the Duluth Northern Stars.
Boy, look at that run from Rockridge to hitting Chisholm through Duluth. If the I don't know where the Proctor Hermantown, all those are on the MNHockeyTV network for the Lightning, for you to be able to see those games. And same thing goes for Cloquet-Esko-Carlton with Hibbing Chisholm coming up. Duluth as well, and also Sartell Sauk Rapids. Same thing. I mean, cameras everywhere.
That's why I encourage you to subscribe already if you don't have a high school hockey season pass. Not going to get that kind of coverage anywhere else in the state.
Any other sport.
Good point. Meanwhile, here still 3-1 in our Kare 11 Hockey Night Minnesota game of the week. Here's a wrister. Good save, Kaminsky. Sounded like it came off the stick there of the goaltender. Taken now up along the boards. Allie Jones trying to fight for it here. Another save by Kaminsky. She's been busy throughout the course of this game, but certainly keeping her team in it with some of the saves she's made. Poked at along the wall. That one bounces off a Lightning player. Comes free. Trying to fight for it there is Marrier. She'll corral it in. Slow things down on the attack for the Lightning. Dumped back into the zone. Lightning got a tag up here on the delayed offside as Halverson plays it. Halverson tips this one. Actually, that was Renquist, rather, that got a piece of it. Power play still here for the Lumberjacks. 18 seconds to go on that. Going to be offside. Face off in the neutral zone here. 16 seconds to go on the power play for the Lumberjacks, although it has not felt like a power play for them. They've had trouble getting it into the zone, as here they come now with it. Kuplinski banked off the boards. Getting a piece of it there was Wick as it comes back to the point. Good keep by Litchke, the senior. Now she'll have to race back. Here's Bischoff looking for number 4 on the night, is denied by Kaminsky. This one goes up along the boards. All kinds of pressure there as it's moved free. Thrown toward the goal, but that one will go wide. Back to full strength now are the Lightning. Just 3 shots on goal for the Lumberjacks in this game. Good news for them, though, they're still in it here, only down by 2.
Well, it depends upon where your official threw. If you're going off the scoreboard, yeah.
Halverson, that one just goes wide. Loeb takes it in the corner. Back up to the point, Welch. Wrister, that deflects into the corner for Jones to retrieve. Left point it comes, Jones letting that one roll down low.
Great pressure here by the Jacks.
They needed it, certainly, but nothing going to result of it as it's forced out. Back the other way come the Lightning. 3-on-3 into the zone. Good move around the outside. Held on to here. Shot on goal, good save, Kaminsky. And a couple extra whacks after the whistle, but that was Allie Leclerc that took the shot. And Kaminsky with another good save.
Again, 3-1 the score between these two teams. Lake Superior Conference action, and Kaminsky's been really solid in goal. 20+ shots she's faced so far, but the Lumberjacks with a nice little push. The power play kind of fueled some offensive confidence for them, and we'll see if they can get a draw here and get possession and get back at it.
Be a change in the face-off circle here for the Lightning as they win it back. To the point it comes. Pushed down low by Jazzy Bischoff. There's a chance right at the hash marks. Bischoff able to keep it in the zone. Wrister there is blocked. Good play. And out come the Lumberjacks. Here's Litchke racing the other way. Litchke trying to settle that puck down as it's slapped wide by Emma Parks.
Really good stick there to disrupt that entry, and that really gave her some trouble. Parks trying to get across that feed to the left wing side.
Marrier on the forecheck here for the Lumberjacks. Lightning push it out, but right back into the zone is Halverson. Slowed down at the line. Good pressure there from this Lightning unit as it's taken back behind the cage. Stumbling on the trip there attempt looked like Leclerc for Grand Rapids Greenway. Lumberjacks just barely keep it in. Boy, that was close. Welch down low, fighting for it there was Lilly. As this top line for the Lumberjacks back out there. We're going to be getting a lot of ice time, you would think, here down the home stretch of this game. Taken now by Halverson. Halverson trying to move it. Nice play, though, by the Lightning to keep it in. Here is Mercury Bischoff. Hat trick already, all 3 goals for the Lightning. Here's Bischoff. Holding on to it here, looking for an angle. Elects to go up top. Good keep here by the Lightning as they continue to maneuver it down low. Here's Bischoff in the corner. Karsrud at the point. Now Bischoff. Hands that one off down low. Trying to get on it there is Jones as she can't come away with it for the Lumberjacks. Good move to the front. Here's Bischoff again looking for number 4. And a chest save there by Kaminsky.
Got to earn him against Kaminsky. No question.
Indeed you do. She has been very good in this game.
You know, when you look at the course of the season, it goes so fast because you're already 5 in. You're basically, after this one, you're a quarter of the way through your schedule, basically. And you can take a look at this and say, okay, where are we at? Who are we? What's our identity as a group? How are we evolving as a team? And I think what you're seeing with Grand Rapids Greenway, you've got a team that is really strong on the puck offensively, but I've been impressed with how they're defending here tonight. Now for the Lumberjacks, their transition game is working, such as this, straight through center. That's a nice move there to get on that puck.
Here's Loeb cutting in, sticking with it, and the shot is saved by Toivonen. Good stop from her. She has not been tested very much this game. This one coming out the other way as the Lumberjacks regroup. But you mentioned transition game has certainly been a strength for them. So here they do that once again. Here's Jones into the zone. Saved by Toivonen. Big rebound, and it just goes wide. Jones with the best chance this period for the Lumberjacks. Renquist. Ooh, getting knocked to the ice there was Marrier. Not sure if we're going to have a penalty here. I don't think so, as the puck is stuck there behind the net, or on the back of the net, rather.
Rolls up on the net. The whistle is blown, and they will be taking this face-off inside. I thought they were going to run outside with that there. Went off a Thunderhawk, or check that lightning stick. My bad.
You're all good.
Oh, look out.
There's a chance for the Lightning back the other way, just trying to stay on side, and they do. That was Pomplin who extended the leg to make the onside play. In the corner now, comes free. Backdoor feed off the tape. Not able to put it home. Great chances for the Lightning, not able to pad their lead. Renquist now racing after it. She's knocked off the puck. Good defensive get back there by the Lightning.
Excellent board battle, both of them.
Going back and forth here over the last minute or so as the Lightning hold on to it. Try from the point. Not much on it as the Lumberjacks move it out.
He kind of smoked off the heel there a little bit.
Streaking across the line is Parks to the front. Not able to get it on goal as the Lightning once again force it out. And they stay on side. Here's a 2-on-2 into the zone. Wrister saved Kaminsky. She's got it with the glove.
You were kidding. This thing was up and down. That thing went up and down the ice probably 6-7 times. And then it wasn't until right there, the big save by Kaminsky with the glove. They're dragging her from left to right, went against the grain, got the catch glove up and made the save.
No doubt about it. Kaminsky has played a big role for her team in this game. It very easily could be a lot worse than 3-1 right now if it wasn't for her. She has been the backbone so far for the Lumberjacks, not only in this game, but this season. Here's a chance in front. That one goes up in the air. Looked like it might have gotten a piece of it there was Kaminsky. Up along the boards now. Pinching in, that's tipped on the shot. Rolls to the front, Kaminsky's down. She's got it. As the referee blows the whistle immediately to stop play. Time continuing to tick away here in this period. We'll get some fresh legs out there for the Lumberjacks. Off the draw, quick shot, blockered away by Kaminsky. Now sent over by Parks. Far side boards. Battle for it here. Emma Welch also in there, as well as Sarah Blay for the Lumberjacks. Bischoff will take this one at center, weaving her way through traffic. 2:10 to go in period number 2 here on Kare 11's Hockey Night in Minnesota. Tip toward the front, good save Kaminsky as Reed picks it up in the corner. Callie Reed trying to get back defensively. Good play to slow it down before it's dumped back in by Emily Litchke. Belay, and that one will deflect and go out of play.
Getting to the final moments here of this second period. It's been a good one for really both teams. It was a 2-1 game after one, and the Lightning have struck once here in the second period for now the 2-goal lead at 3-1.
Well, Pete, one thing we did not mention, we talked about the goal scoring struggles for Cloquet, but what's particularly been a problem for them is the second period. They do not have a second period goal at all through the first 5 games of the season, and it's looking like it could be number 6.
If you ask my longtime broadcast partner, Bart Archer, he'd say it was the long shifts. Big believer in that. A lot of people are.
There's a chance for the Lightning, and somehow that puck stayed out. It looked like it was a point-blank chance there. I believe that was Riley Sherlock in front of the net.
Not only did it stay out, it went up, and it went off the netting, which was crazy because it looked like it was absolutely labeled for the back of the net.
Offensive zone draw here for the Lightning. Sherlock trying to get another stick on it there as it's taken along the boards. Lumberjacks struggling to get this up, and they do. And Kuklinski now racing the other way. Charges ahead in the offensive zone. Kuklinski after it.
Wow, look at that.
Great puck possession skills. Still trying to stick with it here. Pops free, and that's a good save by Toivonen.
Toivonen's under control always.
Lightning will just clear this one down. Desperately needed to get that one out, and it will be an icing. Haven't had to ice it a whole lot this game, but they do right there.
Well, the board battles are so important, and you know, when you take a look at some teams, that's how they start practices. You know, every game, every day they're going through board battles and puck protection, and it's become such a critical part of the game. And we saw how well that did in open ice, down to the corner, and then off the wall. Body positioning is really important to maintaining possession of the puck and protecting it.
Lightning have it here as this one goes right up ahead. Here's a breakaway backhander. Great save, Kaminsky. Best save of the game right there, and a point-blank denial. I believe that was Bischoff again. Here's another chance. That one goes wide as it's scooped behind the net. Mercury Bischoff looking for goal number 4 on the night. And that will do it for period number 2. But Kaminsky keeping her team in the game, Pete.
Kaminsky's version of the buzzer beater. That's incredible. That was right down to the wire there. And, you know, you got a big-time goal scorer bearing down on you. And she held her ground and absolutely shut the door. Textbook goaltending there by the Lumberjack goaltender.
Really good stuff there from Araya Kaminsky, the senior goaltender. It is still a lead for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning, 3-1, as they added one more here in period number 2. Matt Harrington and Pete Wagner here with you from Cloquet. We're going to step aside. You're watching Hockey Night in Minnesota.
Your college experience begins with your dream. Your time at St. Cloud State will uniquely be your own, but your journey will be guided by our community. Be you. Be bold. Be a Husky.
They say good things come to those who wait. But greatness, that's a different beast. It doesn't come when it's called. It won't wander up to those who do nothing. You have to bait it with the sweat you leave on the ice. You gotta push through the pain, smile through every ache, and suffer every shift. You gotta chase it, all in the name of the game you love. Because greatness comes to those who take it.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Oh, he can skate. Here comes Steves in on goal all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
Welcome back to the Northwoods Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. We're through 2 periods of play between the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning and the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks. 3-1 lead. And Mr. Pete Wagner is going to give us the scoring summary for 2 periods.
Well, it's been the Mercury Bischoff show offensively. She has a hat trick, but we'll start off at 137. In the first period, it was Emma Parks on an even strength marker from Gwen Lilly. That gave the Lumberjacks a brief 1-0 lead. Then at 2:53, it was Bischoff with their first of the game unassisted. Then we went all the way to 16:49 of the second period. Bischoff scores again, that time from Callie Reed and Maisie Bader. For Reed, that was assist, I believe, number 12. And then also scoring in the second period for Grand Rapids was Bischoff again, another unassisted marker. There have been 2 penalties called, one to each team. One in the first period of Cloquet-Esko-Carlton. Parks went for tripping. And then Riley Sherlock went for a hook at 5:40 for Grand Rapids Greenway. Your shots on goal were 11 in the first for Grand Rapids Greenway, 14 more in the second, total of 25. And then for Cloquet-Esko-Carlton, 2 in the first, 3 in the second, for a total of 5. On the penalty ledger, Grand Rapids Greenway, 2 minutes with 1 infraction, and Cloquet-Esko-Carlton, 1 minute with 1 infraction. So, yeah, I mean, we expected to see big things out of the top players on these teams, and we certainly are. And you know, we're seeing some really, really good goaltending. Kaminsky's been absolutely terrific, and you know, it's the type of game where she's not necessarily flashy, but she's in position, she's square, she's making the save she should, and it's been really fun to watch here from this perch.
She has been terrific indeed, and of course on the other end, Riley Toivonen hasn't had to make as many saves, but she's been good when she's needed to be.
She's been very steady and solid, and you know, I think the one thing that Brad Hajdu can look at is a goaltender that he can rely on, someone he can trust, team can trust, and they know that in the long run she's going to be there when they need her. And they play a pretty difficult schedule. We're going to see them down at the Walser tournament in Edina, which is going to be a lot of fun. And by the way, the championship game of that loaded tournament, it's like a pre-state tournament.
It really is. It's a mini state tournament.
I mean, like when you look at the teams that are in there, I mean, who do we have? Holy Family Catholic, we have Minnetonka, Edina, Andover, Grand Rapids Greenway. I think a little Maple Grove action is in there. Yep. Who am I missing?
I believe, well, there's 8 teams. I think is Moorhead in there.
5 or 6.
I believe Moorhead's
top team too.
Yep. So,
how about the Bemidji Lumberjacks? They're making a bit of a push.
They are
for the Hockey Night in Minnesota Kare 11 team to come pay a visit. You noticed?
I never thought of it that way.
The social's erupting. I think we might need to flex it in.
I think we might have to.
Are you looking at their schedule right now?
I'm actually, well, they're Bemidji is at home tonight taking on the top team in Class A, the Warroad Warriors.
Yes.
And it looks like Warroad is up 4-0 right now, early second period. So not the game that they wanted, but certainly when you're going up against a top team like Warroad, you know, that's expected.
Warroad can go with any of the top Class 2A teams. We know that as much. But you know what? If you're in the top 11, you want to be one of those top teams, you got to cut that deficit a little bit and give yourself a chance to win a game like that, no question.
That was 4 minutes ago, courtesy of the Warroad Girls Hockey Twitter feed. You can follow them at lady_warriors00 on Twitter. And we'll see if we can get you some other scores as well. Looks like we got a good one in Class A girls hockey as well, between a couple of teams ranked in the Kare 11 top 11. It's number 10 Fergus Falls and the number 7 ranked Crookston Pirates.
Ooh, I knew that would be a good one.
And the Pirates on top 3-0 at the end of one.
Wow.
In that one. So making maybe another statement here with a good start to that game.
Over in boys action, Moorhead is tied up with Bemidji 3-all. La Crescent Hoka is leading Austin by a score of 3-0. You've got Marshall 2-0 over Laverne. How about this one in our newly installed Buffalo Civic Center? You can check this game if you got the package on the MNHockeyTV. The Brainerd Warriors leading the Buffalo Bison by a score of 2-1. Northern Lakes is up on Fergus Falls 1-0. Sauk Rapids Rice leads Becker Big Lake 1-0. Rockridge and Greenway in a beauty at Iron Trail Motors in the Toyota rink. It's 2-all. Rogers leads St. Michael Albertville 6-1. Hibbing Chisholm is trailing the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks by a score of 1-0. That's on the network on the MNHockey.tv. Grand Rapids is up 2-1 on Duluth East, and that's a fun one to watch. By the way, we will have a camera going into Rapids here later this week. Exciting. So that means for the Lightning fans, we'll have games on the network, both at Hodgins Barado and also at IRA Civic Center.
A lot of people say, and I haven't been there, so I can't speak for myself, but I've heard a lot of people say that the IRA Civic Center is one of the best rinks for high school hockey.
I would suggest it's special. And it's got a vibe and a feel. You want to know why it's special?
Why is that?
It's because of the people. It's because of the hockey knowledge, the hockey passion, the understanding of high school hockey community, what we're about, and they are completely behind their team. It feels as though if you were, to me, I would equate it to kind of what a Maple Leafs fan would feel like. except the difference is the Thunderhawks win.
I was gonna say,
no,
yeah.
but I mean, but it's that same kind of love and passion of their program and their team, and that's what you definitely feel there. But you go into barns like this one right here, which is absolutely fantastic. From a broadcasting perspective, it can't be better. I mean, it's just so good. But Hibbing Memorial Arena, that is absolutely a precious treasure of Minnesota high school hockey. Say what you will, some people get all, if you're in the Rockridge area, it's like, you hear about the hip, the Hippodrome. But that is a legendary place where a lot of people from the Twin Cities really enjoy going in and feeling the history of that. I believe that was the very first indoor ice arena that was ever built in Minnesota. If I may be wrong, but I believe so. But then you have the brand new Iron Trail Motors facility, which is fantastic too.
Certainly a lot of history. You mentioned Hibbing Memorial. We're going to be heading up there as part of what I believe will be a week-long excursion for the MNHockeyTV.
I'm calling it an odyssey.
An odyssey. We're going to be heading up
Brandon
to Hibbing.
Spratt on Inside the Bubble referred to it as the barnstorming tour.
The barnstorming tour. We're going to be up in Hibbing, and then we're going to work our way over to Warroad and Roseau.
The one thing that we're doing that others don't is we're not just chilling in the metro and saying, we're doing our games. We are celebrating hockey in Minnesota. There's some great stuff. And it's so funny because when we prepare for this season, many don't really see what's going on. This is, of course, the Hockey Night Minnesota Kare 11 partnered game of the week. We do 13 girls, 13 boys, so 26 total free games. By the way, that's the most of any of these media outlet groups that are doing it, by the way. So
yep, absolutely.
Including but I mean, it's just definitely no question there. But what we're able to do with our network and our cameras, we're able to go all over the state of Minnesota and get things installed. Our goal is to be in every rink, to have every single high school game available to everyone. We have these coaching tools that we talk about a lot with the Spidio Perform Pro. It's an incredible product with Telestrator tagging concepts, and then recruiting tools with the Prospect Exchange, all partnered in with one group. Legacy.hockey from Lauren Nelson on the boys side is who we are partnered with from the boys content. The girls content is still kind of driven by the Star Tribune and, of course, their work with the MN Girls Hockey Hub. They do a nice job with getting the scores and all the things we need to have in there. So they're obviously a nice part. And then don't forget about Let's Play Hockey, who's a big partner of ours as well.
Absolutely. It's been a terrific partnership that we've got going here with all those organizations, and looking forward to what is going to be a great season both on the boys and the girls side of things. As you mentioned, it's hard to believe, but we're almost at the quarter-way mark for the girls season. It feels like it just started, but here we are on week number 4, I believe, of the season.
Here we are in week number 4 of the season for girls. We're really in week 1 for the boys, but it goes so fast. And we get to the Edina Holiday Classic, and then we get to that's to me for the boys the big, granddaddy of them all. And then for the girls, the same thing can be said and true of the Edina Walser tournament. There isn't much better. But so we have that one on our network, but we'll also have the Eden Prairie tournament too, which is really good over there as well, the Belton.
Really good tournaments. And you mentioned the Walser tournament, that championship game, which I believe will be on December 28th. Will be our Kare 11 Hockey Night in Minnesota free broadcast. And it's going to be fun. I think we could have, not exactly sure, I haven't looked at the bracket yet, Pete, but I believe Andover and Minnetonka are on the same side of the bracket, which means the latest, or when they would meet, would be the semifinals. But of course you have Edina and Andover on opposite sides. And now that, Edina has home ice advantage.
So Tonka and Andover get round 2.
It's looking that way.
And who's on the call?
Brad, either you? Is it me?
I think you took that game.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun either way. Here's a chance for the Lumberjacks starting out the third period as that one goes behind the net. Kuklinski back up to the point. Halverson shot is blocked. Not able to get through. The Lumberjacks coming out flying to start period 3. They need a quick one here to begin this period.
Yeah, they do. I think they want to stem the tide, if you will, from the Lightning, who have been absolutely precision-like in their play. Now, at neutral zone, there's not a lot to work with there, as they're pursuing the puck and they're putting pressure on the defenseman to move it. But that's a nice job to break that right there.
It's what they've been doing all night long. The Lightning have not allowed the Lumberjacks to get much room in the offensive zone. Here's a chance for Parks as she'll pinch in. Keeps it along the boards. Trying to dig this one out as Parks comes free. Parks looking for the wraparound. She was broken up there by Mercury Bischoff. 3 goals for her tonight. All 3 of them for the Rapids. Looking for number 4 here. A good stop on the blocker by Kaminsky. Up the boards it will come now. Lumberjacks look like they have a little bit more juice than they did in the second. Now they have to scramble back defensively. Here's a shot, and it's in. Kaminsky not able to find that one as it beats her for the goal, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning. Believe that's not Mercury Bischoff that scored that
much
goal.
we know.
That
Absolutely.
much we know. Tough to tell a jersey when the players tuck it in. That makes it even more difficult.
When you bring the ponytail and the tuck in.
Regardless, that goal makes it 4-1 in favor of the Lightning. And they're averaging 3.6 goals a game, so that 4th goal will certainly help the number on their goals per game total. Icing here against the Lightning, back down to their end. Assuming the Lightning hold on to win, they would get back to 500, 3-3 on the year. Here's a chance. Greenway back. A little technical difficulties there with our audio, but it looks like we're all straightened away as we now have a very brief power play. But hold that thought, as we're going to get another penalty here. And this one is going to be on, looks like the Lightning here. So we'll go to 4-on-4 for just a moment, and then go back to a power play for the Lumberjacks. Again, they have scored once already tonight on the power play. That was their first power play goal of the season on their 9th try of the year. Here's a backhander toward the front. Toivonen with the stop. Just a reminder that our next Hockey Night in Minnesota broadcast will be our first of the year on the boys' side. It'll be Saturday night from the St. Louis Park Rec Center, the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights and the Edina Hornets going at it, and certainly should be a fun one there. Edina struggling so far this year. 0-3 to start, and Pete Wagner, I said they lost last night. I know it was a close one.
It was a tough one. I mean, a late turnover in the 3rd period with a couple minutes left. Holy Family Catholic, very good team, very young. Definitely put some pressure on that hockey club, and you know, scoring goals for Edina has been easy to do. But for Mercury Bischoff,
it's been easy for her, certainly. She's got 3 of the 4 right now. Here's a chance, and a quick wrister snapped high.
Anytime you get a rivalry game like you do with Benilde St. Margaret's and Edina, there's just such a great crowd, such great energy, a lot of fun. So that's going to be a great night.
Well, speaking of rivalries, these two teams, of course, in the Lake Superior Conference, and going back a few years, this really hasn't felt like a rivalry because Grand Rapids Greenway has dominated the recent series between these two teams, and they're doing the same here tonight. Entering tonight, they've won 7 of the last 9, dating back to the fall of 2017. So they have been good. And starting last year, these teams only playing each other once a year instead of twice a year. So if you're a fan of this rivalry, unfortunately not getting it as much as you would like.
Well, we're watching the Iron Range Conference just sort of dissipate before our eyes because it used to be, you know, so iconic. And then the Lake Superior Conference was a little more east, and now it's just kind of becoming, it's morphing into one. It's almost like the college football thing with this. We have full strength now.
Good catch there, Pete. We'll see what Cloquet can do. They've gotten that shot total, looks like up to 8 now, but still being heavily outshot. Oh, good move in the slot. Trying to pull the trigger that time was Riley Sherlock, sophomore.
But no, says Kaminsky. Gets right out on that, gets the glove down, makes the save on that follow-through effort on that second chance. And, you know, I was going to say right before that opportunity, I felt as though Cloquet-Esko-Carlton was positioned and moving through the neutral zone very well there. But a nice job to move the feet and keep finding some extra space for Grand Rapids Greenway.
Can't forget the Greenway.
Nope.
We want to make our Greenway viewers happy for sure. Down low it goes now. Offensive zone time for the Lightning. Handed off at the point, thrown to the front, off some sticks. Where is it? Oh, good save. Kaminsky down and blown dead by the official as it manages to stay out.
Another glorious opportunity there, but once again, Kaminsky is there to keep the pads down and keep the puck out of the net. I mean, they have a chance to win every night when she's in goal.
Well, Cloquet-Esko-Carlton 0-5 entering tonight. If they're not able to mount a comeback, they'll be 0-6. But we did mention some of the teams they've played. They've played South St. Paul, Orono, Moose Lake, all those teams right now in the Kare 11 top 11. Tells you the gauntlet of a schedule they've had in the early going.
Indeed. Oh, here's a big chance.
High slot wrister. Turned away by Toivonen. Good save. That was Emma Parks right there. Point blank denial.
Parks bidding for her second on the game.
Indeed they are. It's blown.
Okay.
33-9 the shots on goal in favor of Grand Rapids Greenway. The Lumberjacks, the good news for them is that they will not play until next Tuesday. So they'll have some time to rest and recover. It'll be a home game against North Shore. And then they'll be at Hibbing Memorial Arena on Thursday night.
You know, Coach Hogue said that her club had been dealing with some illness along the way, and wasn't really quite sure what the lineup was going to look like when we were speaking yesterday. And no question, you get into this stage of the year, everybody starts getting the bug. Whatever this cold is, it's not COVID. Whatever it is that people are getting, you had it.
I did.
It just knocked you. I mean, you were useless for what? I mean, you already are. But it was like that went on for 2 weeks at least, right? It was real. I mean, you were really rocked.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what's been going around lately, and thankfully I'm okay. But certainly, yeah, a lot of people around the state dealing with the same thing.
I was going to take you into ER.
It was good. It happened right before the season started, though.
But remember, I didn't want you anywhere near me.
Yes.
I'd run out of the room.
Lightning still with it here. This is Callie Reed. 12 assists so far on the year, including one tonight here.
I never thought I'd become a germaphobe.
You're like Howie Mandel.
It's just, no, it's just part of, it's a byproduct.
Here's a quick wrister off the side of the net. Go down in the corner. Jones trying to apply the pressure up to the high circle. Lightning still with it. Handed off for LeClaire. She'll send it across. That one ripped out of the hands of Madison and back the other way.
And that last, toward the end of that last possession there, you had 3 Lightning players that were actually in a line behind the Lumberjack defense. And they forced that turnover and had numbers going back the other way. Too bad they couldn't make more of it through the neutral.
Up along the left wing side now. It moves behind the net here. Gathered in on the forehand. Oh, good stick movement here. You see why Mercury Bischoff, one of the best players in the state. Only a sophomore at that. Here's another chance. Pops out front. Trying to get it through Kaminsky. Still down. Wrister. Kaminsky the save. Doesn't know where it went. And it's some assistance there from her teammate Braylee Marrier.
Oh, look out. Nice feed.
Another chance. Oh, denied in front. Was Bischoff. Still with it. Bischoff moving in. Kaminsky the save. Another try is denied. Bischoff again. Holding on to it. Still with possession. Had that shot blocked by Litchke. And she'll take it in the corner now. And here's a shot and a goal. That's Molly Pierce with the shot for Grand Rapids. Greenway gets it to go in the back of the net, and it's a 5-1 lead.
You know what's interesting about that, Matt? You look at that goal, you had opportunity after opportunity. Bischoff stayed on the puck, but you have a player that doesn't run around with that. I mean, she's under control always. She has great body control. She knows where she wants to be with it. She's always in position, and she's just under control as a player. And it's really hard to move her from what she's doing. Here's another chance the other way.
Another chance indeed, that time not going through though for the Lightning. Popped out by Pomplin. Banked off the boards. Will it be icing? No, it won't. Back down into the corner. Up to the point. Down low. A tussle for it here as Loeb trying to make a move on it. Thrown to the front. Loeb is still trying to get a piece of it here as she works in the corner. Good pressure here by Ryla to move that out. 37 total shots for the Lightning in this game. And they have been impressive on the offensive side of things. No icing, says the officials. We'll go back to get it. Up the boards it comes.
Quick update for those that are watching. Oh, here, we'll get that after this one.
Here's a quick chance the other way. Turned away by Kaminsky.
Quick update for those that are watching or able to get over to the MNHockeyTV if you have a season pass. Detroit Lakes was down 2-0 late in the second period, and they scored 2 against East Grand Forks, tied up at 2. You know, Patrick Worley's on the call that one because you know what? DL won 19 games last year. Don't sleep on them.
They are certainly, they were ranked in the MNHockeyTV Power Rankings, I believe. The Detroit Lakers.
This year or this week?
Not this week, but last year.
Oh, oftentimes, yeah. Well, this year they might earn their way in.
Here's a quick chance. Rebound. Can't be scooped home.
Kaminsky makes the first save. She's forced to have to recover. She does a great job and, you know, fights that one off. And look at that. She's seen 41 shots so far and has been absolutely as consistent from her first shot to her 41st.
Here's a chance for Gabby Rehnquist, trying to give the Lumberjacks some life here with under 5 minutes to play in the third period. Up the boards, Moran. Gonna dump it in, and looks like we're gonna have an offside or icing rather here against the Lightning. So back down to their end. Take a look here at our Hockey Night in Minnesota schedule and what's coming up for the girls side of things next week. We are going to have a doubleheader, a 2-for-1.
Love this one.
Action. It'll be Lakeville North and Rosemont. We'll have the girls at 2 o'clock, and then the boys will follow at 4:30 right after that. Going to be a lot of fun on the Hockey Fights Cancer.
Yep. You and I will be seeing Ricky Sainty this week for our Inside the Bubble program. Don't be sure not to miss that one. That's been a really fun show for us to put together. Highlight show, news, features. You can see it on Kare 11 Plus, Kare 11 streaming app, and also the Kare 11 YouTube channel.
There's a chance for Lumberjacks the other way. That one goes wide. Taken a hold of here and fired wide of Toivonen. Toivonen, though, worth pointing out, 2-0 entering tonight. Looking like she's going to be on her way to 3-0 this year.
She looks the part of a 3-0 goaltender to me. I mean, she's very athletic, in position, quiet, not a lot of rebounds bouncing around. One and done with her.
Off the draw. One back here by the Lightning as they try to shove it up the boards here. Oh, here's a chance. Great save. Toivonen, it's loose. Still trying to claw away in front. Not able to put it home. Toivonen without her stick as she finally grabs it. Boy, that was probably the best chance of the night right there for the Lumberjacks. Now the other way, the Lightning trying to reverse course. We'll slow things down in the defensive end here, under 4 minutes to play. Game might be out of reach for Cloquet at this point, but certainly not going away on the offensive end. Just over 3 to play. Marrier battling in the corner. Puck comes free up to the line. Starting to see some new faces out there for Cloquet that we maybe haven't seen throughout this game. Marrier. No icing here. We'll keep playing on as Marrier corrals it along the boards. Evades the pressure. Trying to pump it deep. Unable to do so. And offside looks like here for the Lightning. So come out to the neutral zone. And like you mentioned, Pete, Inside the Bubble. I've enjoyed co-hosting that show with Brandon Spratt, and I think we've got another good show on deck this weekend.
It's fun to put together, isn't it?
It is. A lot of work for those that think we could just throw it together in a handful of minutes. Not the case.
Don't give away the secret sauce, buddy.
I won't. Lightning here with possession behind the net. Converging are Welch and Wick. Pushed out of the zone by the Lumberjacks as they race forward. Good retrieval defensively by Carcerud. Up the wall, Carcerud takes a hold of it. A long outlet pass, banked off the boards. Lumberjacks just hitting the double-digit mark on the shot total, up to 10 now, with 1:47 to go in period 3. Up to the line now. Lightning push it out. 1-on-3 the other way. That's not going to stop the attempt, though, from Reed. Pass over, and a good save on the shot as Kaminsky makes yet another save. Off the face-off, kept in here by the Lightning as they take it in the corner. Back behind the goal line, Halverson, the senior defenseman. This is game number 76 in her varsity career this evening. Certainly a lot of depth, as other than the goaltender Kaminsky, nobody else on the team has more than 45 varsity appearances. So that is certainly a sign of the youth here for the Lumberjacks. And again, despite the 0-6 start that they are barreling towards here, this is certainly going to be a team that I think can turn things around throughout the course of the year. There's plenty of time to do so. Up the wall now. Lumberjacks trying to go the other way. Down in the corner for Loeb, who will hold on to it. Up the wall it comes. Halverson finds a teammate. Cross ice pass to the point, deflected just wide of Toivonen. Still a battle for it here along the wall. Driven by Halverson toward the front of the goal mouth. Doesn't get through, and that will do it as the Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning come in on the road and pick up a 5-1 win over the Cloquet-Esko-Carlton Lumberjacks. And Pete, they really found their groove about middle of the first period and never looked back.
It was a good quick jump by the Jacks, and then next thing you know, the Lightning did what they needed to do to really gather this game in. And I think that it was really actually a good game for both, in that for Cloquet-Esko-Carlton, I thought they did a really good job defending the neutral zone. Their defensive zone coverage was very good. You've got Grand Rapids Greenway that's got one of the best players in the state who absolutely takes what's hers and is going to be a problem. But you defended that very well, and I think you have to say, you know what, can't look at the record, you move forward, and this is a team that's going to have something to say as we continue on through the season in Cloquet-Esko-Carlton. For Grand Rapids Greenway, even up the record now at 3-3, a nice conference win for them. Be a nice quick bus ride home, get back, and you know, in the end, I think they've got their ship righted in the direction that they want it to go for sure.
They do indeed. They will be back in action on Saturday, taking on the Shakopee Sabres. That will be at the IRA Civic Center, and then they will head to Rockridge next week. Meanwhile, for Cloquet, again, they host North Shore next Tuesday. The next Thursday, they go up to Hibbing Memorial Arena to take on Hibbing Chisholm. Final thoughts, Pete?
Another one of our great games that we put in the books here on the Hockey Night Minnesota Kare 11 Game of the Week. So we've got another trip to do. Now we go over to the St. Louis Park Rec Center, home of the Vanilla St. Margaret's Red Knights. It's an evening affair.
It is
7 o'clock. Those games are rocking. It's going to be a lot of fun. Be sure to join us for that one. And don't be shy. Go ahead and check out our network as we continue to grow and expand it and add cameras to venues and your favorite venues for all the high school hockey that you could possibly imagine.
And that game that you'll be on the call for Saturday, that's home base for you. I mean, what do you live?
I can walk there within 3 minutes.
There you go. An easy commute for you.
Love it.
Going to be great.
I don't, though. I drive.
Well, that'll do it here from the Northwoods Credit Union Arena in Cloquet, Minnesota. Thank you for tuning in once again to Hockey Night in Minnesota. Final score, Grand Rapids Greenway 5, Cloquet-Esko-Carlton 1. For Pete Wagner, I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from Cloquet.